Hello, and I'm Chris Baxter, Managing Director for Bradley's Estate Agents, with 30 branches covering Somerset, Devon and Cornwall. I want to have a chat today about where we think the marketplace may be post-lockdown. It's a question that's being raised by our branch teams via their landlords and vendors, as well as tenants and buyers. As far as we're concerned, we need to look at the recent past as to where the marketplace was going pre-lockdown as a clue to where we see it going when lockdown finishes, which we feel will happen over a period of time. It won't be an immediate event. So from the get-go in 2020, it was clear that demand was high. From January the 1st, we were receiving valuations and the viewing rate exponentially increased throughout January, leading to an increase in transactions, which continued into February and March, and clearly that slowed when we went into lockdown. So, talking to our branch teams who are currently very actively talking to past and future vendors, as well as buyers who are coming through our usual digital channels, it's clear to see that the majority are overwhelmingly looking at this as a delay in their moving plans rather than an abrupt stop. So we can see demand is there, both in terms of rentals and sales, and indeed vendors and landlords looking to sell. And through our virtual valuations, it's very clear that there are quite a high number of vendors who, for a number of reasons, are looking to sell, as well as demand being at pre-lockdown numbers through our applicant registrations. So, where do we go from here? And looking into post-lockdown, how will that affect two factors that I look at in the marketplace on a consistent basis, which is the number of sales, so a volume of transactions, if you like, together with property prices. So if we assume, therefore, then coming into lockdown that demand and supply was fairly well balanced, prices were pretty much on the level. In some cases, certainly with some new home sites, prices had crept up already in the first quarter of the year. And therefore, looking at post-lockdown and with the activity that's going on during the lockdown period in the form of intent by property coming onto the market digitally through us, through a virtual channel, and people wanted to pre-book when the lockdown finishes, it's clear that post-lockdown there will be a spike in transactional activity, and therefore the volume of transactions based on an increase in viewings, and that will be, as I said, in rentals and sales. Together with, I think, a number of properties coming to the market will increase, and that will keep that balance in check, if you like. So transaction spikes tend to lead to a very short-term rise in prices. I don't see that this time. I think that pricing will remain very much as it did in pre-lockdown. There may be one or two places where prices temporarily increase, but I think in general it will be business as usual as far as we're concerned. So watch out for further information on where we think the marketplace is going and what's happening during the lockdown period through the various Bradley's channels, whether it's our Twitter account, our Facebook or Instagram account, and indeed on our website. And thank you very much today for listening to me, and look forward to reaching out to everybody once activity resumes as normal. Thank you.